No fathoms allowed. What's up? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, Carlos? How you doing, brother?
Oh, not bad. Got the room booked for Power World. I'm just trying to find out if my wife has to pay to get in because she's my caretaker. So as
You
soon as
know what? I'm
that's
gonna
done,
say
I'll get my
no.
ticket.
You just tell them Jarrett McAllister said not at all. And if they
Yeah,
have any
Dave.
issues with that, then they can talk to me about it. But
Yeah, Dave Ringo's been looking into it. He doesn't think there's be a problem. He told me to send an email to the marketing team.
I
And it should
100% there
should
won't
get
be an
done.
there will not be an issue on any of that. Hey, let me know, Tom, when you go live on Power Hitters, because then I'm gonna hit the at everyone, let everybody know what's going on.
Okay.
Jonathan Bernasso's in the waiting room. Should we let him in?
Oh, I guess.
I mean, it is his birthday today, so
I'm set to go live in Pioneers, Power Hitters, my YouTube, and Solar Warrior Tribe.
perfect. And you guys, this should be a good one. We're gonna recap some of the highlights from Solar Saturday. Some exciting changes, some good positive stuff. Super excited about. What's up, Owen?
Going on, Jared?
What's up, Owen?
What's up?
Uh,
Is it Bernasso's birthday today?
It is.
it's Chris's.
Yeah, it's not Jonathan's.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Man, he's already freshly showered, all from pickleball this morning.
Got to get the pickleball in 7:30 to 9:30.
What's a better
That's
workout, table tennis or pickleball?
Beer pong.
Speaking of my brother, hang on.
Yeah, is he here? I heard he flew back to be
He's
to be
back
on
in
this
town.
meeting.
Oh, he's not.
What's
on-
that?
He's back in town.
Why did he come back? Looked like he was living the dream. All right. Are we is this scheduled, Tom, for 10 a.m. live?
Yeah. And then I have to go into each cage and click go live in
Okay.
like 30 seconds.
Cool. So good morning, good afternoon, depending on where some of you guys are at. Go ahead. If you are new, drop it in the chat where you are calling in from. Love to see it. And yeah, if you have some team members that are not on here, shoot them a text. Throw them the link. Powerhittersroom.com.
We're live in Power
have a
Hitters.
lot.
Go and do your thing, Jared.
Are we? Okay. Cool. I don't see it yet. Got another refresh. New Jersey in the house. Nice. Yeah, I don't see the live stream in Power Hitters.
Give it a second. It says it's going.
Okay. David, how was your daughter's dance recital?
Oh, hey man, it was pretty emotional. It was her 15th and last one, so it was pretty emotional. So
Wow.
yeah. So it was great though. Thanks for asking, man.
Yeah, it was
How was yours, man? How was your daughter's?
it was awesome. Her and the little 4-year-olds. They were the first, they were like the second act. We're driving there and I got the meeting on in my earbuds, Zoom, the whole thing. We're gonna be like 2 minutes. I'm like, you guys, it's an hour and a half long. We are not gonna miss it. We're like, as we're walking into our seats, it comes on. I'm like, oh my God, we almost missed the whole thing. But no, it was awesome. One of the little 4-year-olds went rogue and was just doing her own thing. And I was like, oh my God.
We had a little girl, she froze and screamed. Like the second they pulled the curtains back of their skip, there was a little tap dance, and she stood there like a statue and screamed with her eyes closed the whole time. And nobody pulled her off stage or anything. They just let her go. And I was like, well, this is pretty much torturing everybody. So I can't believe they let her do that. But she screamed for like 4 minutes solid, nonstop. I wish I had it videoed. It would be probably one of the most viewed things on
Oh
YouTube right
my
now.
God,
It was
that's-
unbelievable. And nobody went out and grabbed her and said, come on, honey, let's get you off stage. Nothing. Just screamed. And all the other girls around her were staring at her. And it was awful. So, but that was not the best part. There was much better parts to it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, you guys, we'll get this thing kicked off here in just a minute. Custom live streaming services. Okay, I just want to make sure we are live so I can hit the at
How we
everybody.
doing, Tom? Not streaming yet?
It says it's trying to connect,
Oh, well.
sending data.
Sending.
Well, this will be
I-
posted to YouTube as well, everyone. So we're gonna get going here in just a minute.
Yeah, I will say, Facebook made it so hard to do this with the new update. Yeah, it's been rough, but yeah, we'll kick this thing off. Give us another 60 seconds.
In the meantime, think of some success stories as well. We'll share a few in the chat. We'll share 2 or 3 live. Any wins you've had recently. Close the deal, got a referral. We want to hear about it.
We don't close deals, Jonathan. We help homeowners go solar. Okay. So
We saved the
Isn't it-
planet.
isn't that right, Larry?
Jarrett, we do more than just solar now. We do batteries as well.
Bill,
That's right.
someone lower Bill's hand.
Bill,
Just not allowed.
yeah.
What? Come on.
Your quota this month already, Bill. Sorry.
No, I just started, but boy, they're gonna come because I got the first one. Once you get the first one, they just flow. So I got
That's right.
five more coming. But this first one is an expansion system, NEM1 to NEM1, using the power control switch functionality that's allowed by the major 3 utilities in California. PG&E, SDG&E, and SCE, and they're going to get full production value for NEM1, which means they still get to offset their non-bypassable rates. So if you guys have been
It's too early for all this technical data.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Let's
Whoa.
start the
Calm
meeting,
down. And
please.
that is it.
Start the freaking meeting,
Oh,
Bill.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
another
if you want to give Bill
All right,
Connolly some
all right,
love,
I'm
do
done.
it now
I
because
just-
he is gone.
I
Can we
just
get
was
going
kidding.
already, please?
I
All right,
just
you guys
was
ready to
kidding.
do this? I'm gonna get this meeting started. Yeah, mute Bill. Thank you. All right, here we go. Love you, Bill. All right. And 3, 2, hit this record. What's up, Solar Warriors? Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, like, notification bell, all those things. Drop a chat, share it with your fellow solarpreneurs. And I am super excited to be on here with my man, Tom Cotter, and my other brother, well, my brothers from other mothers,
There you
the
go.
Branasso twins, Chris and Jonathan. What's up, gentlemen? Gotta say, happy birthday
Happy
to the
birthday.
both of you.
Woo,
Happy
nuts.
birthday.
I thought Chris was out of the country. Came
Happy
back.
birthday.
Yeah, man. Hey, can we just do this? This is gonna be a total train wreck. But can everybody come off mute at once and we're gonna sing happy birthday? So
I'll
let's
lead it.
just do it, dude, for the recording.
Ready?
Ready,
Happy
1, 2,
Happy
3.
birthday.
Happy birthday
Birthday
to you.
Oh, you started off wrong.
Happy birthday to
you.
Happy
birthday, Jonathan Chris.
Happy
Birthday.
Happy
birthday to That was a train wreck.
That was
Good
Nailed.
morning,
But
everyone. I'm sorry.
love
I
was
was
set.
on the wife was calling. I couldn't say no. So
Oh, man.
how is everybody?
Come on, please mute him. Make me call.
Yeah. All
Thank
right.
you,
That was
everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
all right, you guys. Well, awesome, awesome. Great to see you. Hey, and Chris, good to see you back, man. You've been out of the country for a hot minute. I was love following your adventures. Where were you in Bali?
I was in Bali, yeah, doing the digital nomad working remotely thing in Bali, which is a mecca for that. It was incredible.
It really is. It is like the digital nomad capital, one of the capitals of this digital world that we live in, man. No, that's incredible. You look, dude, you got a glow to yourself, bro. There's something, a new vibe going on.
We just played pickleball, so I don't know.
Well, awesome, man. Hey, it's great to have you back. And happy birthday to the both of you. So let's kick off this meeting like we do every single week with some success stories. So if you helped a homeowner go solar, you built out your team. If you're new to the platform, we want to hear from you. Go ahead, raise your hand or drop it in the chat. As you guys are raising your hands, I will just like to say, I had a huge successful week, helped not one, two homeowners go solar, which was awesome. It was also my wife's birthday. My girls graduated from kindergarten and third grade, and my other girl in high school. And so we had recitals, just an amazing week. We had solar Saturday. So tons of success, a lot of exciting things going on. Tracy, I see your hand raised. Love to hear from you, girl. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. I have a bunch of success stories, but I'm like, where do I start?
Let's go.
As you probably few you know that I'm an architectural designer. I've designed a duplex with 2 ADUs on the property. So I am doing the solar report for my clients for that. And they have a building themselves, their own residential. So I'm doing possibly 2 more projects after that for them for their personal residential. One of my other girlfriends hit me up. I posted on my Facebook my energy report from PG&E. It was negative $57. I got 2 people calling me up saying, Tracy, I need solar. So pulling some reports for them as well. And doing 2 roof projects, re-roofing and solar for 2 clients.
Woo! Let's
And there's
go.
a few more, but I won't ramble on.
Oh my gosh. Save them for next week.
I will.
But no, that's awesome. Hey, congratulations on that. And that bill that you shared, I actually shared it. And then people asked, hey, can I share this? Who did you get that solar from? Who put that solar on your roof?
I think I got that from Mr. McAllister and John Bernasso 2 years ago.
I'll never forget that. Yeah, you were like one of my very first solar deals. That was like end of 2019, early 2020. I remember you had just gotten a quote at the farmer's market and I sent it over to Jonathan. I knew nothing about solar. I said, can we beat this? He was like, yeah, we can do that. And we did, and we got you in, and you're still saving negative bills.
Negative
4 or
bills.
5 years later. So
yes,
great
love
job,
it.
Tracy, with your success. Way to crush it. Speaking of crushing it, Mr. Jared Foster, what's up, stud? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful, Good to see you all. I know I've been off a couple of calls here, but I've been out there doing meetings. So anyways, just wanted to share, last week, we helped with an ambassador, help a client go solar. And what was exciting was we signed on Tuesday, site survey was done on Friday. And, we got some M1 funds coming in yesterday. So got to love how quickly everything is moving through. So super excited about that. At the same time, I've got a client who was going to go solar about 2 years ago, went bills getting stupid high. So I'm meeting with them tomorrow night to go ahead and put everything together. I've got another associate that came on brand new. Jesse, which he couldn't be on the call today, or I didn't see him on the call today, but he's got about 3 proposals we're working on and should be able to close up 2 of them this week. And my son is part of the FFA, Future Farmers of America, and he built out this really nice bench with a cross and what do you call it? Etched in the saying there, and won first prize at the San Joaquin County Ag Field Fair here in the Stockton area. So we're super proud of him.
Man, that is awesome. love the wins, love the success. Congratulations to your son. But dude, you're crushing it. Ambassadors, building a team, sales. And I will say, just to highlight on what you said, projects are moving pretty fast right now. From the time that the contract signed to site survey, getting designs back. I mean, it's lightning speed happening right now. So that is awesome stuff. Well, hey, thank you everybody for sharing your wins. I'd love seeing all you guys' success.
I can't raise my hand. Can I say something?
Peter, you got something to say? Yeah, I didn't see your hand.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know if you saw it here I'm here in Phoenix, and I don't know. You guys know Michael Phelps? Michael Phelps?
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Anyway, so he lives here in Phoenix in Paradise Valley, but he's pushing solar. He's got I don't know if he's got a deal going with some kind of sponsorship deal, but there was a little news article here or a video or on a news segment. And yeah, he's got a massive house. He's got 90 panels, 4 batteries, and he's hot on solar.
That's awesome. I know Michael Phelps is all about going green, if you know what I mean. But that's awesome. Yeah, Michael Phelps is the man. What a legend. Thank you for sharing that, Peter. All right. Thank you once again, everybody sharing your success stories. We're just going to jump right into it because we have a jam-packed recap of Solar Saturday. If you attended Solar Saturday, go ahead, drop it in the chat. Some of your key takeaways. There were so many new updates and highlights, and we're just going to jump right into it. And we're going to do that with none other than my man, Mr. Tom Cotter. Tommy, how are you, bro?
Hey, let's share some slides here, buddy.
Share some slides.
Share some slides.
Are you muted? Where'd you go?
Can you still see me?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, go ahead. Take it away, bud.
All right. So huge event this past Saturday. Sorry if you missed it. We're not going to be able to give you everything, but we're going to dive into some of the things that were covered in this last Solar Saturday event. We only do 2 of these a year. So Masterclass, Solar Saturday, National Convention, those are all things that should be on your calendar. Let's jump into this. So LightReach is a new financing partner that we announced. This is a TPO product, third-party ownership, which means that they have leases and PPAs that we're going to be selling. They're in 22 states. Powerwall 3 is listed in their portal, so we can sell Powerwall 3. We've got fast credit approvals, very competitive pricing. I haven't, some of you have already seen a proposal already. You may post in the chat about how competitive it is with Sonova and Everbright. I personally haven't run a LightReach proposal yet, but we just had our first training yesterday for Tier 2 and Tier 3 on how to get a proposal. We've got another one coming up. I think it's on June 20th. These are the states that LightReach is in, not necessarily where all of Power is in. It has to, be a state that Power is in. They're all over the place. So it's a newer TPO product. We're excited to have them on the platform. You can see some of the things on the screen here. 25 years of protection. Jarrett was asking a bunch of questions yesterday on our training. Yes, the battery is covered for 25 years, and they have in-phase SolarEdge and Tesla battery storage on the product. Anything else that you want to add about LightReach, Jarrett?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say it's just another benefit of being on the Power platform, decentralized. What I've always loved is that we have options, and this is just another option to bring to the market, so we can get competitive. LightReach, some of the highlights, right? So one of them was 90% guarantee production. I think Sonova's 88%. So you got a little competitive advantage there. They did mention the 25-year protection on that. That is for your equipment, including batteries. I did ask about roof penetration and workmanship. That is a 10-year. So you got to weigh out the pros and cons. I just ordered my first proposal. So it just came in. I'm going to compare it as far as pricing goes. But I will say we've reached out to Danny White, and he is our liaison over at Light Reach. He's working with Power. He will be, we're trying to get him confirmed for next Tuesday, for our Tuesday training next week. So stay tuned for that. We will definitely deep dive more into that. I know you guys have a ton of questions. We went over a ton of questions, and you can go, I think you can go into Knowledge Base and check out the Monday forum if you want to catch the replay of that. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's just another option here on the platform. And yeah, Powerwall 3 until Sonova, I mean, they were supposed to have it ready on the 3rd. It's not ready yet. They're working on IT issues. Being able to add a 25-year warranty on a Powerwall 3 is game changing. I mean, that's absolute game changing. The price of backup with the Powerwall 3 is like the price of non-backup with all other batteries. So there's no even really, if you can add a 25-year warranty to it, I don't see a whole lot of reasons to offer, you know, the other options. So that's my opinion. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, and I'll just say, you know, for your market, your primary market that you sell in, look at Light Reach, Sonova, Everbright. If they are in your market, if it's a viable product in your market, look at which product has the lowest payment. That is what you should lead with. That's what I would recommend. Whatever is the lowest payment in your market. Like Jarrett said, it's nice we got options. So the next training on this is June 20th at 1 p.m. Pacific. You can look at powercalendar.com to get information on that. Next, we launched Washington, D.C. Emmett and everybody else out in the D.C. area. Good news for you. So this is a population of 700,000 people, and now we can help them go solar. It's a smaller area, but very highly populated. They have super expensive power. The SRECs, the incentives for people going solar, for homeowners going solar there are just huge. There's a property tax exemption. No sales tax on solar equipment is one of the incentives. There's just a lot of stuff that is going on for Washington, D.C. Plus, we've got some Home Depot stores in the area. So the team out there is super, super excited about the D.C. launch. We've been working on this behind the scenes for quite a while.
Yeah, no, that's a huge, huge launch. I believe the SRECs are $400, which is massive. The Richmond, north of Richmond, definitely hooked up Washington, D.C. as far as some incentives. So exciting stuff there. I got to be honest though. So a couple of us are working behind the scenes to open up like Washington and Oregon. Like we're trying to get those markets opened up here at Power. And when Bud said we have a new market opening up, and he goes, Washington. And I was like, what? And he goes, DC. I was like, oh my. That was kind of funny. But no, great stuff. Forever expanding. And that is a killer market. You're definitely going to want to tap into it. Emmett is going to be hosting a training, a market development meeting. Check powercalendar.com. You're going to see that. Yeah, get on there if you want to build into it. So, there you go.
Maryland, DC, Virginia, West Virginia. It's every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you're on that if you want to share, if you want to sell in those markets.
Yep. And then another market launch, Puerto Rico. Let's go. We actually have a new TPO option. And I don't know a ton about the Puerto Rico market, but I know it's a very hot market. And from what they were saying on Solar Saturday is that this new TPO option blows out the competition from what's out there.
Yeah, no permits in Puerto Rico, no fire code. You can install right after the design is complete. They've got, high utility costs, 24 cents plus kilowatt hour costs. Obviously it's a different type of grid infrastructure that just needs solar, needs storage. Every system, is sold with storage out there. So if you are Spanish speaking, if you want to get into that market, great thing about power is you can live anywhere you want, and you can get into the Puerto Rico market, whether you are selling there or whether you are building a team there and helping people who sell solar in Puerto Rico make more money, have more impact, help more people.
Man, no permits, no fire code. That sounds like North Idaho. Man, let's go.
Just to throw it out there too for everybody, I've been putting some of the knowledge-based articles in the chat for the slides they're talking on. So if you want to learn more about SolRite, check knowledge base. You want to learn more about Light Reach, check knowledge base. And you can watch the in-depth videos from the Solar Saturday live on these topics if you want more information.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so
Thank
Puerto
you.
Rico, we've partnered with SolRite. This is a true VPA virtual power program. It's different than what exists in other places. So definitely, if you're going to sell there, work with a tier 3 that's familiar with that product, with that market. But we are just getting started there. Puerto Rico could eclipse the volume of a lot of other places that we sell. The demand is just so high for what we provide there. Solar plus storage. Let's keep going here. Jared, let's talk about some money stuff with revenue share update.
Yes, this is, you guys, this is one of the biggest updates to the power comp plan in years. I mean, this is huge. I haven't seen anything like this since we actually split the revenue share on mentor deals, totally changed it up. J-Bud revolutionizing the comp plan and putting the money back in people's pockets. Power really took a big hit to put it into our pockets. As you all know, Power has a unique comp plan. It's kind of mirrored to like EXP Realties, which is the fastest growing brokerage in the country as far as real estate is concerned. And you do not have to build a team with Power. You can make millions of dollars just by being a seller. But some of those that want to build a team, we give you the ability to bring on reps and get paid, not from the reps' money, but out of Power's profit. They pay you. And before, if you had one person on your team, you'd make overrides on your first level. If they recruited someone, you used to have 5 active accounts in order to make revenue share on your second level. If you wanted to get paid on your third level, if they recruited people, you'd have to have 10 active accounts and so on and so on. That is no longer the case. You don't need to have any active qualified reps on your first line or second line to get your first 2 levels of override. You only need 5 active accounts to start getting paid on your third level, and 10 for your fourth, 20 for your fifth, and only 30 for your sixth. That's huge, you guys. I mean, if you had 10 active reps on your first line, you're going to get paid 4 levels of override, which for team builders out there, they know how impactful this is. And what's cool is that you can build a team and right off the gates get paid on your first couple of levels. So if you brought someone on, they bring somebody on, you only had one person on your team, you're still getting paid on both levels. So that's huge.
Yeah,
Tom, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, for people that want to earn this revenue share, the mistake that people make when they start working Power is that they want to wait until they get to something. Maybe they want to wait till they get to tier 3. But you're really leaving money on the table if you do that, especially now that the revenue share structure has changed. If you want that revenue share, if you want to not have to have all of your income be based on your own activity, your own sales to earn those commissions, this is really a great thing. It's really given my wife and I a lot of freedom. The last 2 weeks you may have seen if you were on this training, my wife and I and my 12-year-old daughter were spending a couple weeks in Costa Rica. So it's given us the freedom to move wherever we wanted to in the US. Right now we're in Kansas City to be closer to family, but also to travel and to spend more of my time trying to support people and help them be successful rather than spending most of my time, doing lead generation and selling and talking to homeowners. So it's it's been transformational in my own life and so many other people on the platform as well.
Can we go back? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, and guys, we'll do a Q&A towards the end here. Type questions in the chat. I know for some of us, this information seems a little bit ambiguous, but this is huge. I just can't express how impactful this is to earn on 2 levels and not have to have any active guys, and then 3 levels of earning for just having 5 active on your level 1. And let's just back up for a second too. Jonathan Budd changed the comp plan so that to stay active or qualified, you just have to have a contract every 6 months, just a contract to earn revenue share. So that was a big move that they made for us to help us, and the compression that he mentioned. Don't forget about that. After 6 months of an account not paying, you will see the compression, the person will move, and the pay will increase. So between those 2 things plus this change, it's huge. So I just wanted to emphasize that.
Yeah.
And you might see the asterisks down at the bottom, but it says, I mean, for those team builders who are just interested in building teams, before you had to be active in order to receive revenue shared. Like yourself, you had to be active. But we have some massive team building positions. Once they get to level 5, they unlock that with 20 personal actives on their first line. They no longer need to hit that qualification of selling a deal. They can literally just promote the Power brand, bring people on the platform, and take advantage of revenue share. So I thought that was also huge. I know Zach Bach and Spencer Frazier and TST team, that's big for them.
Yeah. And if you are new to Power, you are eligible for team revenue share immediately when you start with Power. You just need to sell 1 project within your first 6 months to remain eligible after 6 months. So don't feel like you need to wait to be eligible for this until you have your first sale, because you're immediately eligible. All right, let's talk about team building bonus, guys. So this is a bonus right now that is, if you refer a new personally sponsored Power user, which could be a seller, pro account, enterprise account, between now and August 31st, help them get their first contract by the end of this year, and you earn a $250 bonus when their contract, not when it's installed, but when it just reaches permit approved. So this is something for team builders, and you enabling and helping and assisting your people to be able to get their first project, but not just their first project, it's every project from now until the end of the year that they sell. So that can add up pretty quickly. Jared?
Hey guys, type it in the chat. You want to recruit 3 people this year and earn $750? Put a 3 in the chat. Like, how many people can you bring in and get to them to a permit? 2, 3, 4, 1 a month. How many 250 checks is that going to equate to, guys? $1,000, $2,000. Lucky number 3. I love it. Thank you.
20
people, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
$5 is 20 sales right there. All right, M1 advance fee reduction. This is good news for those of you that like getting your M1 payments and not just the full payments at M2. So it's a fee reduction from 15% of just your M1 payment to 10%. So that's a cost reduction of about 33%, which equates on an average deal to about, you're making about $100 more if you are getting that M1 payment. Jared, Jonathan, anything you want to say about this? We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Our comp plan training we did.
Yeah, definitely, you guys. So for those of us who've been in the solar industry for, a few years now, M1s used to be a thing. That was back when money was free. Money is no longer free. An M1 is an advance. You're literally getting a loan on money that's not, you haven't quite earned yet. Money's expensive these days. And so, Power cannot just loan money for free, but for them to, give you the ability to for those who, especially if you're like just getting your solar career going, those M1s help out quite a bit. It's only a 10%. So if you were to take the full M1, get 2,000, it would be minus 2,200 off your M2, which isn't, that's not bad, especially, it could be for a couple months, waiting to get your system installed. So I think that was a huge, benefit to us in the field.
And just staying sustainable, right? A lot of companies went under, guys, like 100, 200 companies went bankrupt because they were giving too much too soon. They weren't having money in the bank, right? Like, this is keeping us sustainable. And I don't really know of another reputable nationwide company that's giving up to $2,000 on an M1 within 2 to 3 weeks of a sale. A lot of bigger companies are now down to 1,000 or like 30%. So it's like 400, 600, honestly. So the fact that we can get up to $2,000 cash advance to run your business for just 10% fee, like that's awesome. So shout out to Power and for giving us a discount here when they didn't even have to. So I love this.
Yeah. And then Michael Howard said finance fees are tax deductible. I think you wouldn't be taxed on it at all because you would just make the net less money on there. So,
yep.
I'd like to speak on this real quick, guys, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm part of the reason, that this initiative was happening, and the finance rebate, we were getting 1.5% of the loan amount when we were doing loans. Okay. And so the reality is that regulators, federal government are looking at us. They're looking at these kids post about their 14K commissions. They're looking at our videos online. They could be seeing a loan rebate, a spiff, a payout for selling a loan. When you look at what happened to the mortgage industry, we need to get ahead of it, be proactive, and be the ethical integrity leader. And the reality is that a loan rebate, quote unquote, is just not gonna be sustainable in our industry. And we have to evolve. And I actually told Jonathan Budd and a few other leaders said, let's invest that money in the company, in operations, in scope of work, in change orders, in TPO partners, and opening new states. We didn't need another percent. It's nice, yes, but like pay is usually not the issue at Power. And so they're being proactive. They're gonna sunset the finance rebate, the loan rebate, and really just focus in on the 4 income drivers. And the reality also is that 40 to 60% of sales are TPO, PPA, and lease right now. It's the lowest monthly price for our clients, and it has a lot of value behind it. And so I am a big advocate and proponent of this. I think it's the right choice. And a few years from now, I'm pretty sure that will confirm itself. So that is going away. You can sell projects until June 30th. And after that, it will no longer be applied. And great news here, all dealer fees are going to go down by 1% July 1st. So if you feel gypped, just buffer your margin a bit. But I think this is good news for us, everyone.
Yeah, agreed. Listen, finance rebates were nice while we had them, but once again, we have to adopt to the times. And as you mentioned, Jonathan, get ahead of the curve here. So lower dealer fees is always a great thing. And it's, a better thing for the homeowner.
All right. We've got some upcoming events to talk about here. This is a big one. It is tomorrow, June 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. There's a lot of things happening in enterprise. We didn't have time on Solar Saturday to talk about this. but we are going to be talking about this, and it's a more narrow specific topic as well. So if you are interested in enterprise, if you are an enterprise, definitely you want to be at this event, or if you can't make it, to watch the recording. This, enterprise is an evolving product with us. It's just become incredibly popular for so many reasons. And there's a lot of ways to do your enterprise. There's a lot of ways to set it up. So attend this event. It's going to be a good one. Next is Breakthrough Mastermind, is now being led by Melissa Dawson and Jeffrey Martin. This is Wednesdays, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you are somebody that wants to improve your power business, improve your solar business, highly recommend attending this, because you're going to talk about your business KPIs. You're going to be in breakout rooms with other people. Some of them have more experience, some of them have less experience than you. You're going to be talking about what your wins are, what your challenges are, what you need help with. So it's a great place to collaborate with other people, get feedback from other people, and stay up to date on your business. If you aren't tracking it in your business, then how are you going to grow your business if you don't know your KPIs? Key performance indicators is what KPI stands for. Also, we're doing a Power On refresh. This is for all new sellers or sellers that have not been to a Power On. This is every Tuesday of the week now at 2 different times on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Pacific as well. It's over Zoom. So when you start with Power, or when you recruit somebody to Power, if they're a seller or a pro account, you want to direct them over to Power On so that they can attend this. It's foundational onboarding, how to get started type stuff. So you haven't been, put it on your calendar. You don't need to attend every week. If you want to attend once, that's ideal. You want to attend a couple times just to catch all the stuff that's being talked about, that's fine too. Next is Power Hours. So this is starting on June 24th. This is going to be a new format, and you can still use this. Power Hour is what you would invite someone to if you don't know, if you've been sleeping under a bush. Power Hour is what you would invite someone to learn about the power business, learn how they can start selling solar, learn how to do what you are doing in your power business. So this is starting up again on June 24th. Masterclass has been changed from the first Wednesday in August to the last Wednesday in July, July 31st. So make a note on your calendars for that. Lots of good training. It's going to be about how to run your power business. That's the topic. Also, market development meetings. If you have not been attending your local market development meeting, you're missing out. You're really missing out. There's opportunity for you to learn more about your market, learn what's working. Also, if you have solar experience, market development meetings are a chance for you to get involved in leading your local markets. And we'll talk about Power World here in a bit, but hopefully you have your ticket and your hotel already. Jarrett, Jonathan, I feel like you should be talking about this car in this contest.
I've won 3 cars, or 2 cars. My brother won a car, and Ubaldo Torres won the 4th car. So every summer, the summer sales contest, usually about 2 to 3 months, 2.5 months. Power has an epic sales contest with points. The leaderboard gets fierce. The cash prizes, and the first prize is going to be that Mustang electric car, guys. It's up for grabs. And then the next 30 people with the highest points in this contest, that's a lot of you, will get to go on what's called an impact journey. It's work hard, play hard. We build a house here for a family in need, sleeping on a floor in 2.5 days. You get to hang out with people like Bobby Smith, Dean, Jonathan Budd, Cynthia, Rick, Tom, me, my brother, and we build this house in 2.5 days. And then we go stay in the nicest frickin' resort in the Valle de Guadalupe We go wine tasting, ATV, zip lining, you name it, dinners, resorts, masterminding with the top 30 people. Imagine that. It's super safe. It's an awesome time. You have to do it. And then you can earn points for this contest, summer sales contest, which is June 8th until the end of August. Okay. June 8th now till the end of August. You close a deal as a tier 3 mentor, you get 1 point. If you generate a lead, a homeowner lead, you're the owner of that lead, 2 points. And then if you generate the lead and you close it, you get all 3 points. So, I think the big takeaway here, guys, Jonathan Budd wants to give credit to those generating the homeowner lead, the good lead. That is the hard part right now. We need more of that. And so these are the points. And then when you look at how much you earn on those points, right? 12 points. That's only 4 sales. If you generate your own lead and sell it, generate your own lead, sell it, 4 deals, $100 each. That's $1,200. And if you can get to 20 points, 40 points, 60 points, I mean, if you get to 40, 50 points, that's 50 times 200, that's $10,000, guys. Not to mention, don't forget about that recruiting 250 bonus that's going on in the background this year. You can literally make 10 grand extra. So here's the points and how much you can make in this contest. And remember, the top 30 points get to go on a work hard, play hard impact journey, all expenses paid. Just get there. And then the number 1 gets the car, and everybody can earn extra income. So put it in the chat. How many points do you think you can get to? 50 points is only 16 sales in 2.5 months. That's 6 sales a month. You generate and you close to get to 50 points. So put in the chat how many points, how much money you want to earn. This is huge. Everyone is going to earn money. Everyone is on the table right now. I'm excited.
We're still earning commission through this, right?
Oh,
This
yeah.
commission.
We still get paid 6-7 grand per deal.
No, it's awesome. And I love how they, really emphasize generating leads. I mean, back to the basics. You hear us talk about this every single week. All you need to do to be successful on this platform is laser focus on generating electric bills. That is it. You don't really need to do anything else. You don't need to know what a bifacial panel is versus mono. You don't need to know how inverters work. You just need to know how to generate electric bills. And a tier 3 will handle the rest. It really is like the best opportunity out there on the planet.
Just as a reminder, that team builder bonus, like Jonathan just mentioned, that's still in place too. So there's going to be a lot of people that are coming into Power World in Orlando with some really big checks showing up.
Yep. And then that leads us to Ascend. So Power's annual convention is called Ascend. That is the theme. This year, it is going to be in Orlando, Florida. It is a can't miss event where the entire community gets together, spends 3 days together, masterminding, networking. They are going to drop some huge announcements this year. We get to all hang out together in Florida. If you have, oh, look at that. Is that me and my wife right there? And Kat? Yeah, it is an incredible, incredible time. The Soul Awards are unbelievable. It's a great time. We have some talent shows going on. Maybe see Irene push her hand through a block of wood. That is like one of my favorite pictures of all time.
I like her shirt too. Stay glassy.
No, but this is great stuff. And if you haven't already, get your tickets. Some of us team leaders have bought 10 packs of tickets for our team, right? And so we're going to be bringing our top producers along with us. If you haven't already, get yourself a 10 pack, right? Even if you don't have a team, do it. with the idea of manifesting a team and getting them to ascend. I tell you what, I've done this a long time, and those who have the biggest teams at these events win. Because you could show up by yourself, you will get fired up. You're going to be on fire leaving this event. But imagine if you had 10 people, 20 people on your team, 5 people on your team that all are harnessing that enthusiasm to take off with them into the next year. It really is game changing as far as building your business goes.
Yeah, plan to fly in, at bare minimum, fly in Wednesday, if not earlier, fly out Sunday. Orlando has so much stuff going on around there.
Disney World.
You may want to fly in, early or stay later. Even if you've got, 2, 3, 5 team members that are going with you, you could fly in and, hang out, and kind of debrief after the convention, come up with a game plan for what your next 12 months is going to look like headed into the next Power World in 2024. So you can see the schedule up there. The morning of Thursday is going to be VIP day. That's invite only. Afternoon is power breakouts. Those were just so popular this last year, especially. And then there's a business presentation that's open to all. So you can invite people who are in or close to Orlando to come to the hotel that we're going to be at and sit in the room and go through a power hour style presentation and start working with power and hang out, come back Friday, Saturday, join the rest of the convention if it's not sold out, which it could. But then Friday, we've got wellness activity going on for early birds, general session with lightning strikes, keynotes, panels. If you thought Solar Saturday kind of blew your mind, Power World is definitely a step up from that. We've got more breakouts the Friday afternoon. And then that evening is the Soul Awards Gala. That's an extra ticket. So when you buy your Power World ticket, you want to make sure that you not just get a convention ticket, but you get a gala award ticket as well. If you haven't been, just trust us that have been to it before, that you want to be there. It's extra money, but it's definitely worth it. And you'll get some great social media content out of that as well to share. Then Saturday, mindfulness activity in the morning, and then just a full day with general sessions from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Orlando time.
I want to add that this event is so important, guys, because now we're earning on levels 1 and level 2 without having to go wide. So if my head is like, okay, reach out to all my level 1s, reach out to all my level 2s, reach out to all my level 3s, let's lock arms with them and get them there, because now we can earn on 3 levels with not much work. And also, I'll hopefully be making a sizzle video of all these amazing updates and go back to people that used to be at Power and get them re-engaged. So this is just exciting stuff here.
Michael asked, what is the best hotel to stay at for this? And I will tell you, Michael, it's the hotel that the event is being held at. And I believe it's, is it at the Lowe's?
Yeah, check your emails, guys. The Lowe's Sapphire Resort, Universal Orlando.
And this QR code and the link there, powerconvention.com, will take you to the site where you can get your conference ticket, your gala ticket, and a link to book your hotel. Powerconvention.com.
Click on the Lowe's Orlando. I was having a little challenge with the Orlando hotel last night, and Irene and Cami in marketing is aware. So if you do have a challenge like I did, they are working on it.
All right, guys, that's it for our slides. Let's move into some Q&A. I haven't been checking it, but I know you guys have.
Oh, dude, I'm all over it.
I just want to reemphasize, guys, these updates and the compensation plan, putting more money in our pocket, reducing the qualified amounts, changing it to contract signed to stay active, earning on 2 levels with no requirement, 3 levels with just 5 people, the new lease partners, the Powerwall 3, Light Reach, Everbright, Sonova, REC panels, all the batteries. Like, we have every freaking tool, and now they're getting laser focused on scope of work order confirmation. Trust me, by the end of Q3, there will be no more late stage adders. You will get to see the next evolution of COGS if you're in Florida. And once they laser focus in on those 2 or 3 things, plus the tools that we have in the platform, in the back end, and the training, it's to infinity. Like, it's this, all these updates are so freaking good. So use it as an opportunity to get excited. You can make tons of money right now with this contest, with this recruiting. Any person you recruit, you can earn hundreds of dollars. Any sale, you're going to earn hundreds and hundreds of extra dollars. We already earn a ton of extra money. So just take this enthusiasm. It's summer. Now is when people want to get signed up. Now is when the pain on the bills is happening. And yeah, I just want to impact that upon you guys, that I would take this time to elevate your business to new heights and unleash your power.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
That's right.
John,
That's right.
I'm not sure where I can put my
All right. Thank you. Got him there. All right, Larry, you have your hand raised. Yeah, let's do a little Q&A. If you have some questions, drop it in the chat, raise your hand. We'll do Q&A for another 8 minutes. What's up, my brother? How are you?
Hey, great news for everybody. So just still wrapping my head around this. So if you're a team builder and you have 20 plus, you no longer have to sell solar.
Correct.
That is
20 active.
20 active. Okay. I ran that by a day of.
To wrap your head around.
What's that? Because I saw it that way. And then I reached out to somebody we all know and love, and she was confused about it. She said, no, you still need to qualify. And I'm like, wait a second. That's not what I just heard. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't imagining that.
I will triple confirm this with J-Bud the next 2 days. I'll be driving down to headquarters, but the way I interpret it, I think they're on the same page. If you have 20 active level 1, then you personally do not have to worry about being qualified active, selling that contract every 6. If you have 20 qualified active on your level 1, that's how I interpret it. I will confirm that.
Thank you.
Hey, quick.
Yeah, no,
quick
I mean, that
question.
is what it is. I mean, it's, yeah, once you have level 5 unlocked, you do not. Which, I mean, you guys, come on. Selling one deal every 6 months isn't that tough. But what this is set up for is for people who, in companies that want to come in and build a team. They do not have to worry about that qualification. So that is huge.
If you know someone in multi-level marketing, you know, that background, now you say you earn on 2 levels with no requirements. Once you get to 20, you never have to sell. This opens up the door for other multi-level, you know, marketing, I hate that word, companies to come in here and embrace our comp plan. Because look, just like eXp Realty's up against competition with Real and other brokerages, there's other people trying to do what we do, and they're at 1/100th of the way there. So we're just upping our comp plan and upping the skin in the game. So yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Quick
All right.
question, guys. Sorry, I still can't find where I'm supposed to raise my hand, but on the where can we see the stats on the platform as to, you know, how many points we are up to and how that's working?
I would track it manually. It will be emailed out weekly. I'll even say it's, you know, bi-weekly just to give them a little grace, but it is supposed to be emailed out. So you can check that out. Likely they'll have an article on the homepage. So I would just wait for that. And in the meantime, just obviously track your points. Started June 8th. And
Because they were talking about the leaderboards. I was just wondering if we can get in there. And back to the light reach. I had a question on there that was related to, you know, when we put production in, you know, things have been crazy with production, right? You know, with Sonova, but let's say we get a contract signed, it's $100 a month based on the production that Sonova or Light Reach gives us, right? Under Sonova, I had the question there because the contract actually says if your production after the fact, your actual production goes up, then Sonova is going to charge you more per month at the agreed rate. But like Sunrun has a clause in there, like if your production goes up, you get to keep whatever you get, and you don't have to pay more for it. So where is LightReach with respect to that?
Back to your really quick. I've never seen Sonova charge more for more production. Are you talking about on a traditional PPA?
Traditional PPA EZ, it is in the contract that if your production goes up, they can audit you and they can charge you more. And I talked to Jay about it. He said, yeah, he's never seen it done, but
I've never seen it done
it's
either.
in the contract. So I was wondering where LightReach is. Like if you look at a Sunrun contract, it specifically says, look, production goes up, you get to keep it. No additional charge. If it goes down.
Ask Danny on that. And, hopefully he is here next week and we can ask him in person, but I'll make a note to ask him.
I was just curious. And LightReach is not a finance option for us. It's not a loan option.
That is correct. Yeah, it's PPA lease only.
And I saw Sonova, we lost the loan option recently.
Nope.
I was just in the platform the other day and I didn't see the loan option. I just saw that.
It's there.
It's in the back office and it's very important because of our Home Depot relationship as well. So we definitely have that.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Perfect. Any other questions? Anybody
It
like to
could be
bring up?
market specific, right? Though, if there could be a market that you were in that maybe didn't have the Sonova loan option, isn't that possible?
It's PA.
That could be.
Yeah, if you look in knowledge base and look under Sonova, there's a product matrix that shows what product is available in each market.
George is asking if that includes enterprise sellers in my org. Not sure exactly what he means by that. Are you saying asking if an enterprise counts as a seller, or what's your question there, George?
So like if I recruit and put them in my enterprise as a seller, tier 1, tier 2, or they reach to tier 3. So let's say put 20 people that are active. Me as an enterprise owner, I'm paying their fees on a monthly basis. But at 20, I still get the overrides on top of my enterprise breakdown that I have. Is that what I'm interpreting, or save it until tomorrow's meetup?
I would say I believe you're accurate in your statement there. 20 seated sellers, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So once I go over 20 plus active seated sellers in my enterprise, I no longer have to produce to get that over 70%. That
I believe that's how it works now. And Jonathan Budd wanted to make those standards across the board uniform for our standard or our enterprise. So I believe that is how it works. And then yes, tomorrow with Charles and Rachel, we'll definitely look forward to hearing that and asking as well, confirming.
Yeah, the other question, a follow-up with that is though, and just thinking this through, as an enterprise, you are the entity, right? If you have seated sellers, they are part of that organization. I think if a seated seller sells on behalf of an enterprise that they're seated in, that should keep the enterprise active because that's their organization selling. So yeah, I'd like to get a clarification on that. Tomorrow is a good place to do it.
Let's get Rachel and Paris on here, guys, for an enterprise training. Yeah, I think we should schedule an enterprise training here. It is important, very important. So we know a little bit about that.
Can I ask one last question to you guys that I've been selling for a while? I've been talking to other solar pros, and a lot of the complications that they're having when it comes to like sellers that we're recruiting and stuff, we're now responsible for W-2s on them. Are you guys getting that FLSA like feedback from your attorneys as to like how we're supposed to handle referral fees or even setter fees or that stuff? How are we supposed to, do we have an opinion from like Power's attorney as to how we're supposed to treat our downlines?
Yeah, so just I'll answer that. You don't have to handle any of that. Power, because you are not paying the ambassador. Power is paying the ambassador. So they will get a 1099 from Power. Every single person that's connected in, you do not pay anyone out unless you're an enterprise account that takes all the commission and then you pay your reps individually. Then yeah, you would be responsible for that. But
So I'm
that's
new to
not-
Power, so I'm 2 months in, but I
Okay.
just got a recontract last week where it says I'm responsible for all taxes and stuff like that.
Your own taxes.
Retroactively. No, theirs.
I'm
So-
just letting you know, George, I've been here going on 5 years. You're not.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Power does issue 1099s to everyone that has a login, whether it's an ambassador, a seated seller, lead generator. They have to fill out a W-9 information. That income is then attached to their profile, so they are technically responsible for the taxes.
Awesome, guys. Thanks, guys.
You got it. All right. With that being said, it is 11 o'clock. That went quick. Fun times. So
If you guys have any feedback from these Tuesday meetings as well, DM us, let us know if you have ideas for future meetings, if you think something could be done better, if you like the success stories, if you want more Q&A, let us know, guys. We are definitely open to feedback. We want to improve this all the time for you all.
If you
Yep,
miss
we are here
Garrett
to
walking
help.
on this treadmill, let us know.
I gotta get it fixed. I can just pretend. All right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap up this recording. Thank you for everybody showing up, and we will see you on all these meetings this week because we got a ton of them. All right, you guys, late.